Welcome to Pillow Talk with Marion Amanambu, aka Fab of Nigerian Celebrity Network. Hello and welcome to Pillow Talk with Marion Amanambu. I would like to use this opportunity to thank every one of you out there that has been supporting this show. I really want to thank you. I can't thank you enough. Wherever you are listening to this or watching this on YouTube, I do appreciate all your support. Today on Pillow Talk, I will be talking to the married people. Yes, married people. This message here today is for you and can be applied to people who are in a relationship, a committed relationship. Doesn't necessarily have to be marriage. They can, take something away from today's episode of Pillow Talk. I will be addressing the issue of keeping your privacy private, keeping your relationship issues private, keeping whatever is going on in your relationship private between you and that person. And the reason why I thought it would be a good idea to do a show on this today and talk about this so that I can let people out there know perhaps you're doing this and you have no idea that it's the wrong thing that you're doing. Perhaps perhaps you might know, but you don't know how to stop yourself because nobody's ever called you out on it and nobody's ever, maybe confronted you about it. I hope you get to listen to Pillow Talk. I hope you get to watch this on YouTube and, can take something away. Go ask yourself the questions that I am going to ask at the end of this show so that you know if this applies to you and you can begin to make the changes in your relationship. Talking about this particular social marital issue is because I was at this gathering having dinner with a few people, and there was this couple who was also there at this dinner, and we're all friends, but there was one particular friend of ours who had just come out of town, and this couple had not seen their friend in a long time, in a while. And while we were all sitting down having a good laugh, enjoying each other's company, the woman's husband just went off and started saying some random stuff about what was going on in their relationship. How he had hurt the woman before, and how he's trying to be a better man, and there were some really, really private stuff that he talked about that I did not feel needed to be mentioned, at least not in that environment and not in that situation. I just thought it was wrong for him to say the things that he said about his wife. And you know what made this matter really worse was the wife was right there. She got to listen to what he was saying. So I'm thinking he's done it before, he's been doing it, and the woman hasn't complained. Although you could tell the woman was so embarrassed. She felt like the ground should just open and swallow her up because she was so embarrassed. You could tell from the look of shock on her face. Obviously, it wasn't the first time. And she had this look of, oh my God, I've told you not to do this, and you're doing this again. That's the look she had on her face. And I just sat down there in one corner, feeling totally sorry for this woman because, I'm like, oh wow, thank God I don't want to be you right now. Whew. What are you thinking? There are things that should be private. There are some stuff that, should not be public consumption, should not be for people to know. What's going on in your relationship is one of such. Some people feel the need to, talk to their friends or to talk to their, families and confide in them. Some people think it's good to get advice from them, tell them this is what's going on. And you might get good advice sometimes, but I think in seeking good advice from people and getting that good advice, you tend to open up more the next time. Because if you come to me and you tell me like a little story of whatever happened in your relationship, trying to fill me out a little bit, and I give you a very good advice, I know you might come back again. If you use the advice and it worked for you, you might come back again and tell me a little bit more. And then you're telling me more and more and more. And before you know it, I'm not the only one you're telling. You're telling some other people, because some people want advice from A, they want advice from B, they want advice from C. They want to feel everybody's opinion out and then choose what best, suits them. And in so doing, you're putting your relationship out there on blast. Everybody has access to what's going on in your relationship, and it shouldn't be so. I think we need to respect the privacy of our partner, the person that we're in a relationship with. I know sometimes you have friends and you want to tell them, they ask you out of the goodness of their heart, what's going on with you, what's going on with your relationship. I hope everything is okay. Are you happy? I care about you, about your well-being. You can talk to me anytime. Just know I'm here for you. And people just open up. Because people got issues. People got stuff going on. People have a lot of stuff going on in their marriages, in their relationships. No relationship is perfect. No relationship is 100. Issues will always go on in a relationship or a marriage. It's how you deal with it that really matters. It's how you approach those issues and try to protect the privacy of you and your partner. That's what's most important in your relationship. You don't want to put your wife out there or put your husband out there on full blast. I don't think it's the way to go. I really felt embarrassed the day that this happened, and I just knew I had to talk about this on Pillow Talk. I had to draw your attention to it, in case you're doing that without knowing that it's the wrong thing to do. Talking about what happened in your relationship, how you're less of a man to this woman, and how you've betrayed this woman before, and how you want to be a better person, and you go on, and she doesn't trust me anymore, and she doesn't, you're like, oh my God, and the woman is sitting there, she's like, oh my God. Like, who needs to know all this? If you want to be a better man, be a better man. If you want to be a better person, you want to be the person that I expect you to be, you don't need to go talking about it in public. You show me at home that you're a better person. You show me that you're making the effort to change. You going out and talking about it doesn't tell me you're making the effort to change. It just tells me you're making an extra effort to keep talking about it instead of correcting it. All right? Making an extra effort, talk about it, but you're not changing. What's the point? If you're going to go embarrass me, embarrass yourself at a public event, public gathering with friends, or family, calling your friends. And the thing is, there are some people that have friends that know everything about what's going on in their marriage. Everything. I mean, everything. The spouse coughs. This person knows about it outside. There's anything going on, any disagreement, whatever it is, this person knows about it, because you have a wife who takes everything and tells the friend or tells the sister. There should be a check and balance, okay? Not everything should be out there. You should use your discretion to know what you think your spouse will be okay with you discussing outside. And you will know what your spouse would be okay. If you go talking about your husband could not get it up last night to your girlfriend, and that would embarrass your husband, check yourself. You gotta check yourself. If you know you're gonna go talk about something about your wife that's gonna embarrass her, slow it down, cut it out. backpedal, and that's not the way to go. Think about it and ask yourself these questions. Do I talk about my partner outside? Do I talk about my partner with my friends, with my family? Do I make her uncomfortable? Have I had a discussion with her or him privately to find out if I'm doing any of these things and if I'm making her a laughing stock or if I'm embarrassing her? Ask your spouse. I mean, you should know, but in case you don't know that you're doing it, ask. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to tell you right away. Don't do this. I don't like it. It's you'll know. You will know. So, keep your privacy private. Keep your relationship issues private. It shouldn't be for public consumption. Everyone out there, I'm just saying it. This is Fab. This is Marion Amanambu of Nigerian Celebrity Network, coming to you on Pillow Talk, all the way from Aruba in the Caribbean. I'm on vacation and coming to you live and direct. I hope you have taken one or two things from today's episode of Pillow Talk, and I hope to see you next time. Thank you for being a part of my day and letting me into your homes and spending this time with me. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you very much. I hope to see you again soon. I would say hasta la vista. Ciao. See ya later. Bye.